told his engines about what happened. "Oh no," said Percy. "I'm afraid so, Percy. I'll be launching a search and rescue with Harrow and Captain, and I will be joining with them. The rest of you can continue your work as usual, and don't worry, I will find Thomas." Thomas worked very hard loading the Joby logs onto the flatbeds. But however, the logging locals didn't like working. They just wanted to play games. Oh Wheezy, the giant log loader, which the logging locals used the most to load logs onto the flatbeds, was having a hard time, and Thomas noticed. Old Wheezy wasn't much helpful either. It was very wild, and instead of loading logs, it actually trolled them about. The logging locals laughed and enjoyed it as it was very funny. But Thomas didn't. "It must be firm, must be stern," he said to himself. Thomas pushes his log wagon under Old Wheezy. And like before, Old Wheezy threw it about, and this time it aimed towards Thomas. The logging locals laughed again. "Well, this is fun," they all said. "Well, I feel very painful after that." "Oh, you're no fun." "I am fun." "Okay then, prove it." "I will." Some of the engines came to the Sodor Search and Rescue Center to see the Fat Controller, Howell, and Captain ready to set off. "Alright, engines, carry on your work as usual. Captain, Howell, and I will look high and low for Thomas." "Yes, sir," the other engine said. "Don't worry, everyone. We'll find Thomas soon enough." "Alright, Captain, ready to go?" "Right away, sir. Full steam ahead." Percy noticed that behind Rocky, there was a track that led towards a brick wall. I wonder what's that, he thought to himself. "Alright, everyone, let's get back to work." "Including you, Percy," said Edward. "Of course, Edward, but I need to have a word with Rocky first," he said as he moved forward to clear Edward and the other engines' path. The engines left one by one. "Rocky, do you know why are there tracks that leading towards a brick wall?" "Oh, I'm not sure, Percy. All I do know it's been there in a long time. There used to be a railway that connects from this part of the island." Percy pondered for a moment, and he thought that this track could lead to Misty Island, but he said nothing as he left back to work. "Now this is what I call fun," said the logging locals. "Shake, shake, make me quick until I shake. Yuppie!" The logging locals liked the Shake Shake Bridge. It's the most fun of all, but Thomas didn't. "This bridge is not safe. You must not use it." The logging locals laughed again. "We got the logs, and you didn't." "That's right. So, what are you going to do about it?" Thomas had no option. "I had to go and cross this bridge." And with wobbly wheel by wobbly wheel, Thomas crossed the Shake Shake Bridge safely. The bridge didn't collapse. The bridge did shake, but it didn't break. Perhaps I was wrong to say no for so long. In fact, it's quite fun. The logging locals were happy. Now Thomas can finally have some fun while doing work. But all the same, he needs the Joby logs to be loaded as quickly as possible. Then he noticed a crane above him. It looks rusty and overgrown. "What's this?" he asked the logging locals. "It's Hee-Haw," said Dash. "He's a log loader machine," said Bash. "It uses a lot of oil, which is why we don't use it." "That's right." "We'll use it." The logging locals were puzzled and confused. "It looks alright. It can still work, can it?" "Well, kind of." "Well, let's give it a go then." They filled Hee-Haw with oil, and soon started to work. It spluttered initially, but then, like magic, it began to work and loaded the logs smoothly onto the flatbed. The logging locals were impressed. The logging locals were impressed with Hee-Haw's work, and then in return, they teach Thomas how to catch Joby logs from Old Wheezy. They watched as Old Wheezy began to spin around and then aim correctly as the logs landed onto the flatbeds. Meanwhile, the Fat Controller and Captain searched far and wide out of the ocean for Thomas. He was worried, but Captain tried to cheer him up. "I'm sure Thomas will be fine. Full steam ahead." The Fat Controller wasn't sure. He wandered back to Captain, more worried than ever, as they went back to shore. Thomas and the logging locals had the Joby logs ready. "Right, we must take these to Sodor." "You could wait for a boat, or you could try a tunnel." Thomas was surprised. "A tunnel? You didn't tell me there was a tunnel?" "Well, that was because we don't use it because it's closed and it's dangerous." "That's right." "And all this time it's connected to Sodor?" "Well, yes, kind of, Thomas. We haven't been to Sodor in a long time." "That's right. The tunnel is the only way to get there. This island is the only island that is very close to Sodor, and it's surrounded by mountains. That's why you may think it was actually far, but in fact it's not." "I see," said Thomas. "How come why it closed?" "It closed down during the Great Depression," said Dash. "Well, since there's a tunnel that leads to Sodor, I better take it." "I think we should come along too," said Dash. "Just in case," said Bash. "Anything happens to you." "Oh, that's right, and safety too," said Ferdinand. "Okay, let's all go to the tunnel." They arrived at the old tunnel to Sodor. "It looks kinda scary," said Dash. "Yes, that's why we don't intend to go down here," said Bash. "That's right." But Thomas isn't scared. He was brave. "I'm sure it'll be fine. It's only a short journey. And anyway, what could possibly go wrong?" And so, wheel turn by wheel turn, Thomas, the logging locals, and the Joby logs disappeared into the tunnel.